Are you looking for someone to share the joy of full contact arts and crafts? That is dentisting with you in your daily dental life. My name is Dr. Paul Goodman. I'm the founder of Dental Nachos and Dentist Job Connect, and we can help you hire an associate. You just text HIRE to 215-543-6454. You're going to get back two things. One, you're going to get back an amazing 30-minute show about tips for hiring the right associate for your practice. If you're looking for a job, this will help you too, and how you can be part of our program. If you're out there looking for a job, you have hundreds of thousands of dollars in student debt, you know how to memorize the Krebs cycle, and you are enthusiastic about getting out there in the real world, you want some mentorship, you want good morale, you want to make some money, just text job to 215-543-6454, and you can look at all of our open positions on the Dentist Job Connect platform. If you forget all that, just look at what's scrolling on the bottom here, text job to 215-543-6454. You will not miss any of our open jobs. We are getting dentists daily, adding positions to our network. So just text in, you can scroll through all the open positions and see which one is the right fit for you. So on Talking Nachos today, I have some awesome guests that are going to tell us how they help dentisting humans survive, thrive, and be more successful. So my awesome teammate, Brielle, is here. So Brielle, you can bring up our first guest whenever you are ready to Talking Nachos. Awesome. So I see Tobi. Tobi, I'd like to just start off with, what do you do to help dentisting humans, dentists, team members, anyone, feel more successful and less stressed out on a daily basis?
We cut insurance out of the equation. So we're a payment platform for healthcare comparison shopping. And specifically, we get dentists more fee-for-service patients or cash pay patients.
Well, this is exciting already, because everything else on earth, besides like dentists, doctors, physical therapists, you just pay for what they charge. When I go to the farmer's market on the weekend, Tobi, I can't say,
Exactly.
does my dental insurance cover these IPAs? Does my beer insurance cover this? No, you just pay or don't pay. So tell us, Tobi, a little bit how this works in practice. I have a dental practice. I want to connect with you guys to learn more about it, how it works. Dentists love details. And if you know your dentist people, they love a good detail. So tell us a few of these details of how this program works.
Sure. So the same way that a vendor can go, or a small business can go on Amazon and basically expand their reach to people who like their products, we're creating this online marketplace in the sense that providers and dentists can go on and claim the profile we've already set up for them, add more information around the prices and services that they want to offer, even integrate with teledentistry if they're interested in that. Yeah.
So let's say I have a procedure, I'm going to do a crown. It's $850. Does the patient pay you guys and you guys pay the practice and take a processing fee, or the reverse?
That's right. Yes. So the patient would pay us, since we're basically e-commerce payment platform. And then, yes, we would charge a processing fee to the provider, to the dentist.
One of the things that's nice about this, though, is you can really, I've been a dentist for 19 years. I've used all different types of financing companies. Some are sponsors of the group. Credit cards are technically financing companies, right? We pay 3% for that, but it's really a nice opportunity to manage what you want to do on your own terms. One of the frustrating parts about dental insurance is that they really do not allow you to do things on your own terms. What I say to our patients, and they say, why are you not in network with my plan? I say, we don't want your dental insurance to have a seat at the table when making decisions about the health of your teeth. So feel free.
Exactly. It should just be the patient and the provider. That's it.
And
no
also,
middleman.
We can embrace, it's not always super comfortable in the healthcare world, but I see this in medicine and I see this other thing. We can just embrace how some people want to buy a $100 bottle of wine and some people want to buy a $20 bottle of wine. And some people want to buy a $25 plate of nachos, and some people are at Taco Bell at 2 a.m. hoping for the best. So there is an opportunity for us to kind of have more fun and show more options there. So I think this is a really cool idea. What I always share on Talking Nachos is I just like to bring awareness to cool, interesting ideas, and then let the dental world JFO just find out. It's up to you to do the due diligence. It's up to you to determine if this is right for you. How would people reach out to you guys to find out more about this?
They can reach out directly to me by email, tobi@aleckenhealth.com. And I believe your staff, I see the banner right now.
Awesome.
And they can just go on our website and subscribe to our mailing list, fill out our intake form, and get started from there as dentists.
Awesome. And I'm going to be giving a presentation this weekend about hiring associates. And one of the big parts is knowing your why, right? Which is sometimes an overused cliche in this world, but I really do like this concept. What was your why for even starting this company or being part of it? What
It was
motivated?
exactly what you said about, in other places, we're not getting surprise bills as
Right.
consumers. So I'm not a dentist, I'm a software engineer, but I do have the patient perspective.
Yeah.
Um, and it's like I want to safeguard not just my health in terms of like picking the best provider for me.
Yeah.
So really wanting more transparency around quality because we also have an AI component in terms of basically like a FICO score for providers as
Cool.
opposed to
And
the
also,
average
I think,
price.
I embrace change a lot. And it doesn't mean that being the cheapest is the best in anything in life. It doesn't mean that being the most expensive is the best. We're looking for an
Mhm.
Airbnb in New York coming up. And a lot of times the lowest price is a red flag. And sometimes
Right.
the highest price is a red flag. Doesn't no judgment on the $150 Airbnb or the $950. But what it does let us do as a consumer is dig into the details, look at the reviews, see where it is, and then make the best decision for us without any outside influences. So I really
That's
compliment
right.
you on looking to create a world. ABC, always be connecting, always be creative. And thanks so much for being on with us.
Thank you, Dr. Nacho.
My pleasure. So there's just a super cool idea. That's what we do on Talking Nachos, bring awareness to cool ideas. Sometimes we have sponsors on the show. Tobi is not a sponsor. We're just sharing her awesome cool idea. Maybe she'll be a sponsor one day, but we just want to share what she does. I thought that was a really interesting idea. So I'm ready for the next guest on Talking Nachos. So before we dig into the details, Priyanki, just tell us, what do you do to help dentists survive, thrive, not cry inside on a daily basis?
Good question. Nice to speak with you, or nice to meet with you as well. So I would say the biggest thing is treat them kindly. What I'm doing here is I work for 42 North Dental, and I basically oversee all of the doctor recruitment aspect. So that's all I do all day, every day, live and breathe on hiring dentists and specialists all across about 105 practices that we have.
Awesome. So I really want to dig in. There's a couple of things, Priyanki, I want to ask you. So growing up as a child, many of us wanted to be firefighters and princesses, but we grew up and we had to get different jobs. How did you pick this job? Where you're like, I want to work with dentists every day. That sounds like fun. How did you get into this field?
Well, that's the thing. I felt like there's no real career path for recruitment, right? Like you can go to school, like I have a business degree, right?
Yeah.
So you can go to school, and the funny thing is, I have a business degree, and my major is actually in marketing communications. So I did have that marketing skill set, and recruitment and marketing, as you must know, kind of go hand in hand. So I really just kind of fell into recruiting while I was in college. I remember going to a career fair, and I remember like seeing all the recruiters at the booth, and they were just standing there talking to people about jobs, and I was like, well, I want to do that. So I literally went, and you'll laugh at this, I literally went booth by booth by booth by booth, and I went to each recruiter, and they were like, oh, we have this internship, and we have this, and do you want to do this? And I'm like, no, no, no. I want to do what you're doing. How do
Cool.
I get there? So I literally went to like different job fairs day after, or like as much as possible, not day after day, but like as many as I could attend. And I would go to each recruiter and I say, how do I get there? And I remember meeting one of my future bosses that said, you know what, I have an open position for you. Give me about a month. If you can wait a month, I will hire you.
Awesome. That's a great story. And now what I want to share, and we would take hours to explain consolidation in dentistry, but let me just use this example. I live in Center City, Philadelphia. I love eating out at restaurants, and there's a restaurant, the Star Group, which is one of the most popular in the country. They have many restaurants. There's also owners that have a handful. And then there's also restaurants that are just the traditional one owner restaurant. But all of those restaurants need chefs every day to prepare food and deliver it to their customer, or the whole thing falls apart. They could have the nicest table, the nicest website, the nicest this. So in the dental world, dentists are needed like chefs to deliver dentistry, whether you own 500 practices, 5 practices, 2 practices like me, or 1. Let's talk about these things. I want to know first the pain, the problems, the pain, and potential. So what are some of the problems in the dentist world of finding jobs and hiring associates? Why is this a problem, for the industry in your experience?
All right. So I would say the biggest problem is there's a huge shortage of talent, be it dentist, be it dental hygienist, be it assistants, whatever the case is, there's a huge shortage.
Now, I'll ask this though, and I'll say this in an authentic way. We have 6,000 dental school grads a year, so it sounds like there's enough licensed dentists out there. Is more the problem matching them to the right location?
There's a lot out there, but there's also like tons and tons of practices out there that still have a need to hire. So even though it sounds like there's a lot, there's still a bigger need to hire. So
Yeah.
it doesn't end up being enough.
And also, one of the things I think that's happening in the dental space that many of the older dentists don't realize is dentistry is becoming a more mobile career, a more transitional career. Dentists are married to spouses where their career actually takes precedence over the dental career. This happened in my practice where our awesome associate, his spouse was moving to San Francisco for her fellowship in medicine, and he had to follow her, and we had an open position. So now tell us about some of the potential, right? With your organization, you guys are hiring dentists. Tell me about a day in the life of Priyanki. Who are you talking to? You're talking directly to dentists. You're talking to recruiters. Tell us about that.
Yeah. So for me, it's a lot about building a strategy. So like, and what comes with the strategy is, as we're growing, is to connect with all the dental schools. So we used to be like, I started this organization over 6 years ago where we had 20 something offices. Now we have over 100 plus practices. Right. So we used to be lucky in that we're a Boston based organization, and, we're lucky to have BU and Tufts kind of, quote unquote, at my backyard. So it was easy to take talent from there. But now that we're growing, and we're growing into states that we've never really been in, specifically like in Pennsylvania or in Michigan and Indiana and stuff like that. I'm basically responsible for building more robust relationships with a lot of these dental schools to really have a much greater feed for the dental school students into all these different practices that we have.
So they have more awareness to do. So I'm going to the DEO this weekend, and I'm being asked to speak on how to recruit us high-level associates to double your dentistry. And one of the things I'm going to share is what are you trying to double in your organization? Immediately, dentists think it's profit, but it could be sanity, it could be happiness, it could be stability. Associate positions come in all shapes and sizes. Sometimes you need to stabilize an office because one associate's on maternity leave. Other times you need to replace a dentist who is producing $100,000 a month. So if you could give someone a tip out there, let's say someone's saying, I want to hire my first associate. I'm a dentist. I don't know how to go about this process. You do it. What strategies would you recommend for that dentist? Post on social media, go to more in-person see. What are some of your Priyanki strategies?
Yeah, so I would say everything. You know what? That's the funny thing, right? It's kind of like recruiting is kind of like marketing. You're not just going to post on Indeed and find that right talent. Like, it's just not going to work that way. You're going to have to do many things. So obviously use a lot of the job boards, and then use job boards like Dental Nachos, like something where it's a little bit more niche, where they're catering towards this type of market where they're specifically talking to all the dentists there,
And one of the things I think dentists fall into this trap of, Priyanki, is they think one solution to one problem. One problem, they need 5 different paths to solutions. Dentist Job Connect, what I created was something between a high-level matchmaker, which I've done, but a lot of times that's $10,000 or $20,000 per position. And then also going on Indeed could be a small cost. Dental Town could be free, but sometimes free does not have the ability to get results as quickly. But I tell everyone, do all of that, because one of the things that our dental space doesn't understand is, I've done high-level matchmaking. And let's just say, I'll just use an example. I'll say, I'll find you an associate. If I find someone at 0, if I don't find someone at 0, if I find you someone that's $12,000, and they go, I don't want to pay that. I go, but how much are you missing each month without the production? They go, $70,000. I said, so if I solve this problem for you, won't the first month that it's solved pay for this thing? And they say, oh yeah, that's right. So one of the things I want our world to think about and kind of embrace the business world more is solving a problem with your dentist chef is priceless. Use all different strategies, from headhunters to Dentist Job Connect to Dental Towns, because you just often need that one magical connection to make a difference. So I love that, Priyanki. If someone wanted to reach out to you, how could they do? If they want to learn about your DSO, they want to learn about what you do, maybe they want to become a recruiter, how could they reach out to you?
Yeah, so best way is follow me on LinkedIn. I put out a lot of content. I put a lot of articles. I put out a lot of information about, the dental world and the dental industry in terms of how to hire in a dental practice, or even for candidates looking for jobs. Hit me up through LinkedIn. Obviously, you can also go to www.42northdental.com. Again, we're very much of a growing organization, and we are looking to affiliate and potentially buy existing dental practices. So anyone that's also looking to sell their practice, please don't hesitate to reach out to me as well.
Awesome, Priyanki. I really like bringing awareness to spicy toppings, to interesting toppings. I think a lot of times dentists resist industry changes. So thanks so much for being here. Awesome, guys. Well, really appreciate you guys being on Talking Nachos. Appreciate you guys learning. If you're looking for a job, just text job to 215-543-6454. And we'll be glad to share with you our open positions right now. Anyone can look at it. And if you're looking to hire an associate, text hire to 215-543-6454. Thanks, guys.